I'm here today with my friend and fellow church member, Matt Harr. Many of you know Matt. For the past few years, Matt served as the leadership board chair for our church. We're both here because we want to share some really exciting news with you.
That's right, Bart. We have what we think is some really good news to share. As you know, the leadership board made the decision to pause in-person worship back in March. During the past 6 months, we've taken every opportunity to continue being the church as we've worshiped online, served our community, and gathered new people to Christ. Ultimately, our heart's desire is to safely return to in-person worship.
I know we've missed worshiping in person. I know I have, and want to see each other again as soon as we can feel safe to do so.
Absolutely. We all miss each other, but want to feel safe when we do return to in-person worship. As you know, during the last 6 months, the leadership board has been monitoring the situation in our community. Businesses have opened, and now many schools have returned to in-person classes. That's all to say that last night at our meeting, the leadership board approved returning to in-person worship beginning on Sunday, October 4th.
That's great news, Matt. And October 4th is just around the corner. I think it'll give us just enough time to get the word out and prepare for a really great worship service.
You bet. We know the church staff have been working hard to prepare for this day. Bart, would you like to share more about what in-person worship will look like when we return on October 4th?
Sure. As you mentioned, the staff have been preparing to return to in-person worship for months. Safety is a top priority for us. As we often say, we want everyone to feel safe, welcome, and wanted at First St. Charles. We especially want worshipers to feel comfortable about returning to our building on October 4th, so we'll be following all the safety protocols and precautions that we can follow. The one big thing that we do ask is that we all show love for our neighbors by wearing a mask.
Will people need to pre-register for worship?
No, we want everyone to feel welcome, so we'll just be recording attendance at the door. Yes, we will practice social distancing and have limits on how many of us can be in the sanctuary, but we'll also have overflow seating in the multipurpose room.
That's great. How many worship services will be offered?
I'm glad you asked. When we return on October 4th, we'll resume with just one in-person worship service at 9 a.m. One of the features of that service will be the opportunity to share in communion every Sunday. I do have to tell you, Matt, I was disappointed that the leadership board didn't approve my suggestion that we share communion in this way. Well, on second thought, maybe it's good that the greater wisdom of the leadership board did prevail, but we will be live streaming the 9 a.m. in-person worship service each week on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're at home, no one has to glaze over communion.
Oh, I know many of us have missed those Pastor Bart jokes.
And I've missed all of you. The hole isn't just in the donut. The hole really is inside of us. We've all missed being together in worship.
Yes, we've certainly missed seeing one another, but now we can look forward to returning to in-person worship on October 4th.
Me too, Matt. I'm looking forward to worshiping in the sanctuary on October 4th at 9 a.m. I'll hope to see quite a few of you